नमस्कार. ते ज्ञान पैगा बरवे जरी मनी आथी जाणावे तरी संता या भजावे सर्वस्वेसी. 47th verse. It is taken from 4th chapter of Gita and from Dnyaneshwari 4th chapter of Gita 165th verse. Here Dnyaneshwar Maharaj is saying that if you want to get enlightened soul, if you want to become yogi bhakta, then you will have to sacrifice everything that you have inside your Sadguru, the inside sitting Paramatma in your heart, body and soul, that infinite God sitting inside you. You offer everything to Him. And if you happen to meet a Sadguru in his bodily form, then just offer your prayer and ask him the questions, ask him the problems, how to solve. Because when you are on the path of Paramartha and you are studying, when you study, then you get the problem. If you don't study, you don't get the problem. You come up across the problem, in fact. So ask how to solve those problems so that I remain on this path of Paramartha. Shurasya dhara nishita duratya, as if walking on the sword's blade. So when you offer everything that you have inside yourself, inside your mind, body and soul, that Paramatma is living, then what happens? All our work become worship. All our work gets offered at the feet of God. It becomes pious work, pure work. Because when you become harmless creature to yourself and everybody, you follow all ethics and values, then whatever you do, it gets offered at the feet of God. So tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sya upadikshyanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshana. This is the 34th verse of Gita and 4th chapter. It means, this Ovi is based on this shlok, the verse, that you have to get enlightened, you have to get the Sadguru, the person who can guide you. If you come across such person, go and ask him the problems that you are facing, solve your problem, and then you cannot remain constantly in listening to pravachan or discourse. You cannot live throughout the day into the temple or into the church or wherever you are. You have to come back to home. So at that time, while living, you just solve those problems inside yourself and offer each moment, each heartbeat, each pulse beat, each, even perspiration means hard work. Your smart work, your brains, blinking of eyes, listening, speaking, every work you should offer at the feet of God. And once you start achieving such thing, oh, I did that work, wow. Yesterday I cooked the food, I felt as if I have cooked it for the God as a prasadam. Yesterday I studied, oh my God, I felt so joy. It's such a joy that, oh, I feel I'm living with the God. If you are doing some office work, wow, I never got a joy like this. That is the bliss of God you should experience. Everybody can experience in their lives. That is what Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is saying. So you go to that Sadguru, ask him the questions, because you are studying, and that is why you get questions, solve your problems, implement in your life, and then as he has become an enlightened soul, you also can become an enlightened soul, and you are walking constantly on that path 24/7. Jagruti, Swapna, Sushupti and all the avastha. Even if the Sadguru is living beyond Nirvikalpa Samadhi and beyond that, if you attain Atmanyan, for example, your Sadguru, you also can attain that thing. And still I hope I told you last time, there is a life beyond that. Even if you are self-realized, self-enlightened, still there is a life beyond that. Beyond Nirvikalpa Samadhi, beyond everything, beyond I told you last time, even two Sadgurus used to come to senior person and ask They used to analyze, are these answers correct or not? So imagine, your Sadguru, my Sadguru also requires satsang. If they can live with satsang of themselves, that is okay. But imagine, such situations are also there in lives. Once I told you, in the first year I couldn't solve a problem. So I asked my teacher, maybe I'm some 17, 18 years old. So he was some 35 years old. He was professor. So he couldn't solve. My God. He came across that problem he couldn't solve. He implemented some 13 methods. Then we went literally to his PhD guide. He was almost 55 years old. He said, you implement, yeah. He used 2 more methods. So then we went to some 76, 78 years old person. He was his guide. He said, I know this problem can be solved by this person. Then we went to the supreme PhD. He was 95, 96 years old. Then he said, yeah, I understand what you people are coming across. Then he said, it should be done. There are 2 methods applicable here. But first method here, second method here, we solve the problem. So imagine, guide to guide to guide to guide to guide we went. So like that it happens in life. If you study, then you come across the problems. If you work hard and smartly on the path of Paramartha, you come across certain problems. You go to seniors, ask them, solve the problem. If they don't know, they will ask their seniors. And that's the way humanity should move on. In fact, everybody can become enlightened. So that is what Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is saying. And imagine if everybody is Atma-Jnani, self-governing, self-disciplined, and harmless creature, everybody is living such a life. Everybody becomes supreme being. Then Swananda Bodhapata and Ram Rajya will be inside and outside. Everywhere humans may live. Today, we might be living on Mother Earth, we might go to Moon, Mars and beyond in so many dimensions, so many places. So, if human beings master this art of self-enlightenment and try to live a harmless life on Mother Earth, live and let live other creatures and entities. And my God, what a beautiful life it will be. Swananda Bodhapata, Ram Rajya, Anandavan Bhuvan, all these fantastic the things, sustainable development goals, supreme development goals for applicable to each and every entity would be possible. These are the oldest concepts. Sarve Pisukina Santu, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkhamapne. Everybody should be happy, everybody should have everything, everybody should be, living as an enlightened soul life. So let us try to live such a life, what Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is expecting. As a yogi, as a bhakta, and offering everything at the feet of God, so that 24/7 we live as a work is worship. Our life becomes work is worship, whether this body is there or not. Okay? So let us try to live such a life. Thank you very much.